Unlimited Diving is brought to you by Free Scuba Course. Save the sea. Be a diver. Log on to www.unlimiteddiving.com. Okay, if you want to do a different kind of diving, because I know you're getting tired of the same place all over and all over again. It's always anilaw, anilaw, anilaw every weekends. You know, you're gonna get bored. It's like eating the same food all the time. So if you want to do some exploration, like the Sea Explorers, here's Chris Heim. Okay, so this bunch of Filipino guys, like what I said, they're just so tired and bored with anilaw. And please invite them to visit your Cabilao Island.
Oh, please, they should actually fly from Manila to Tacbiran. We pick them up, bring them in 1 hour to the beautiful island of Cabilao. They can stay maybe a day or 2 days here, dive the best spots. Either we can do a transfer with them from here, then via Balicasac to Alona Beach, stay maybe another night there, back to the airport, back to Manila. So we can do some rotation, or we can going around with them. We call it island hopping.
Okay, let's put the itinerary. You fly from Manila to Tagbilaran, then you have a pickup.
Pickup?
Okay, you have your own shuttle, or you just rent a taxi?
No, we are rent a taxi. Or we rent a pickup service. We do that.
Just for the sake of letting my viewers know how much it will cost them. Let's say they are a group of four divers. How much would be a taxi going to this place?
The taxi estimated it's about 1,500 to 2,000 pesos. It depends how many people. You have a small taxi, it's driving you for 800. You have a bigger one, it's driving you for 2,000. Depends how many people are in the van.
Did you say?
But we make the arrangement complete for them, so they don't need to worry about the money. So we pick them up and we make completely packages.
And the most important thing is the travel time is less than 1 hour.
It's less than 1 hour.
That's really good. So from the time they get to Cabilao, they can still do at least 1 or 2 more dives. If they come in the morning.
When you're doing in the morning, they can be already about 10, 11 o'clock, they can be on the island, and then they can do already a dive. They have lunch, they make another 2 dives, then they have dinner, and why not do a night dive? So they can really completely enjoy their day already on the day where they're arriving.
Alright, so it's time for me to get wet, and let's go scuba diving!
Dive with a smile!
Our last dive for today is bamboo. And you can see there my beautiful wife, my sexy wife, trying to gear up. And these are the dive masters of Sea Explorer. Wow, look at that, all smiling, everybody happy. You know, the service here is just really perfect because they will not allow you to carry nothing except you just have to walk to the boat. That's what you call service. And we're almost ready. And we're still trying to get to the dive site, and you will notice that here they're very strict on anchoring. You really have to go to the buoy. Look at that. That's the way to do it. You should never anchor. And with me right now is still Chris Heim, the owner of Sea Explorer. How are you again, Chris?
Hey, great.
It's always a giant stride with your boat, so you never do a back roll, huh?
You can do a back roll, or you can also do a flip, flop, or whatever you want to do, as long as you feel comfortable.
Yeah, but because your boats are high and they're very safe, I think the easiest way to...
Giant stride is the most easiest part of it.
And look at this boat!
Oh yeah!
Oh, look at that! One of
Too bad it's not mine.
One of these days, I will own that boat.
Very good.
Okay, so anyway, as you can see, we are diving with Sea Explorer, and look at that. That's my fin. Everything has a name, Sea Explorer.
Not so bad visibility.
Right. You know, I told my wife, because it's going to be my last dive, I wanted to do a reverse profile, which I'm sure you will never agree with me. I went down immediately to 4 meters, and that's actually 40 meters there, you see, because I want to get the natural high, and a lot of people don't like what I say, but it's part of relaxing. Now tell me, what's wrong with my style of diving, Chris?
It's not really wrong. What I'm doing most of the time as well is I'm jumping in the water, and then I relax for myself at about 4 or 5 meters. I check up my equipment that everything is fine, and then I come to a very nice relaxed breathing measures, and then I can go down.
Yeah, look at it.
What's wrong with that?
Even at 40 meters, everything is still much alive.
Very much alive.
Look, that's already the bottom part. of this dive site, and amazing, even the visibility is clear. People tell me that you're not supposed to dive 40 meters because you don't get good visibility. I beg to disagree.
I disagree as well, but as well, it is very nice when you have, especially when you're diving on top of, that you bring a light.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
with the light, you can see the beautiful coast, because how deeper you go, how less lights you have.
Look at that. Huh? So
Big
much
fan,
sea fan. You don't even have to go to, how was this place, Bohol in Bohol, Berna, wherein you see a lot of giant sea fans. And Dolho, yes,
Dolho,
yeah,
Dolho.
which is just 1 hour from here. Look at it, huh? Amazing, huh?
Beautiful. Yes, yes.
And I like it because I'm a backdrop of a diver, and you can really relax. There's only one thing we cannot share with you, is what we feel during the dive, because we can only show you the video, but how you feel, we're so sorry that we cannot explain. You just feel so good diving out there.
It's very hard to explain for it, but for me, a major explanation is completely relaxing. You're not with your business, you're not with your whatever you are calling it, you are just with pure nature. That gives you so much energy out of the dive, that you're coming out of the dive and it's a completely different world, isn't it?
That's the reason why nowadays, especially where I live in Metro Manila, a lot of people are getting sick because they always love the concrete jungle. They bring their kids to the mall. It's all wall here and wall on top. Look at it here. You're actually
Pure nature.
pure nature. And
Pure life.
yeah, yes. And still, you guys out there have been watching my program every Sunday at 10:30, and you haven't been diving. I can't believe it. Imagine, people from Europe come here. They travel more than 24 hours, and you're just listening and watching my show. What the hell are you doing, guys? You have to go to Cabilao and enjoy nature.
Enjoy nature, yeah.
It's just
Or
only
just jump wherever you can jump in the water.
The first time I did it, a friend of mine told me, Rolly, it's like living in Aspen, but you don't know how to ski. That really took me apart, because I said, what is this guy trying to say? I realized that the Philippines, especially, my favorite place, Verde Island, is the center of marine biodiversity in the world. But I'm sure you're gonna disagree. You're gonna say it's Balikasag or Apo Island or Cabilao.
No, I don't. I don't really. It's your choice. It is your destiny. Wherever you love to dive, I love to dive in the Visayas. I love to dive in Cabilao. But I've been diving in your area as well, and I either love it. Every dive is, wherever you go, it is a lovely dive.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, you guys out there have been diving Anilao, because it's so near. No, you don't realize that there's now a promotion being done by Cebu Pacific, and if you're good in looking at the internet, you can actually buy a round-trip ticket for less than 2,000 pesos all in. That's how good they are.
To Takpidaran, so very close to Cabilao.
Do you know that I've traveled to Cebu so many times just paying 1 peso for a round trip? You don't believe me?
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's why I tell my friends to keep on monitoring the internet, because if you want to go to Cebu, even now they have promotion. Whether you want to travel locally or internationally, it's the same price, and that's why we keep on enjoying it. Look at it, your dive masters are wearing 2 fins. One is color blue and one is color yellow. What's the reason for this, Chris?
So the guests can very clearly see who is my dive guy. And you see with
I like that.
going to the corals, and he looks for pygmies.
This guy, Bilig, I think he's got eagle eyes. His
This
eyes
guy
are,
is really
he can really
You
see.
see all
He can
the
really
small
see
stuff.
all the small stuff. That's
the look
why.
for it.
Yeah, that's why if you wanna dive in Cabilao, you gotta check out Bilig, because.
So either now he's looking for the pygmy. Either you
Right,
have
right.
one.
Do you allow using a
You see,
stick?
you see. Either you have a pygmy here. It is a pygmy.
Was that a pygmy there?
Yes.
How come it was crawling?
They're going around. Either you saw a pygmy.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, I like it when a diver is having a torch. That's why I like entering caves. You know, it's a good investment. You know, if you buy this HD light. And yes, I know you're having a good time, but don't wave at me. Just say okay.
He's
There,
happy to see you,
he's
really.
happy. You know, I like it when my models have good buoyancy because they don't destroy nothing, and I get good video. And now I'm sure this is my wife who's got also perfect buoyancy. And what do you call this animal?
Razor.
Razor. Is it razor or shrimp fish? What is the
I still believe it's a
razor? Okay. Look at that, huh? Huh?
You look at the wall. Look how the wall is also covered up with soft grass.
You know, that's one thing good in Cabilao because there are only two kinds of diving. Either you dive a slope or you dive a wall. So for me, the best kind of diving is wall diving because, you know, from the top of the wall, it's all filled with corals.
Very much, yeah. And here in Kapilao we have overhangs.
Well, I'm still enjoying these animals here, and they're trying to play games with me, and they're trying to dance, and I'm trying to follow them. Look at them, they're so graceful. You know, they say that, you know, the fish actually, they can actually think, you know, and that's the reason why when you see a schooling of fish, they don't bump each other.
Yeah.
They have their own minds. Imagine, you know, when you're in traffic, people bump each other, but the fish, they can move around, they're just smooth. So they have their own intellect. That's why I tell my friends,
Instinct, yeah.
you have to stop spearfishing. And I don't think it's allowed here, right?
It's not allowed at all.
Yeah. And dynamite and cyanide. I'm sure everything's gone.
Everything is gone.
So why don't you charge sanctuary fee? So you know the money can go to improving the
So
reef.
we are started now in Kapilao with sanctuary fee. So you're paying now 50 pesos per dive.
Oh, that's too much. 50
That
pesos per dive. That's too
that
much.
goes straight into the municipal, and this one, you see the boya, we didn't invest in the boya, so that's already the municipal will invested money in that boyas to protect the areas as well. But 50 pesos a day, it's still less expensive than 150 per dive or 200 per dive.
You know, I wish these politicians are listening because you know if your place is on an island, and like for example, you know we have 7,000 islands, and tourism can be the biggest factor if you want to attract a lot of people, right? And if you destroy it, you know, tourists will not come. What are these? What are these small fish, by the way? A lot of them, huh? These are not sardines, right?
No,
Okay, what were you saying, Chris?
The major thing, what is the major attraction that we have in the Philippines for people who like to travel 24 hours from here? No, it's not the churches. We have beautiful churches back home. You know, it's not really the shopping. We have beautiful shopping centers all around. No? So the major attraction is the island hopping, is the water, is the white beaches, it is the brown beach, and it is scuba diving and snorkeling. So that's the major attraction. So we have to protect all these areas.
You know,
attract more tourists all over the world.
Right. You know how I sell my diving? You know, I tell people, you know, if you want to do some bonding with somebody you love, like my wife, you know, we're always together for the past almost 30 years because we dive together. You know, she never gets mad at me because I cannot hear her.
Perfect.
Yeah, right. So if you want to develop bonding with your kid, you know, it's the way to go. Plus, diving is very therapeutic. You know, it's not only enough to say that diving is good, you know, it's adventure. You have to explain why you have to dive because it's not only communing with nature. You know, like for example, if you have any particular sickness like cough or colds, when you dive, you know, it's gone. So I tell my friends never, you know, go to the swimming pool, just go to the ocean.
Much more healthy because it's salt. You know, lots of people they're putting in our country salt in their bathtub.
Well, the latest actually is in the swimming pool now. They pump in salt water and they call it a thalasso pool. Well, anyway, if you want to really enjoy it, I suggest you have to learn first. The number one skill, which is snorkeling. And if you can snorkel, you can actually scuba dive. Do you agree?
Right.
Nobody agrees with me.
No, that's fine, but you need to know also to how to swim. It's a different steps to go. But not everybody wants to be a diver. Snorkeling is very fine as long as you put yourself inside the water and having a good time.
Well, anyway, the bottom line, Chris is a course director himself, but of course there will be times I have to disagree. But before I disagree, what am I seeing here?
Nice
This is not a
light.
pygmy seahorse. This is not a pygmy seahorse. I thought I got lucky seeing a pygmy seahorse.
That's a
Looks
sponge
like,
crab.
yeah, it's a crab.
Yeah, it's a little sponge crab.
Now I
Very
believe you. Look at the color, huh? Because my dive master was trying to put light. Now I can see what you mean, huh?
Yeah, you can see
Okay.
your fingers before, or you can see the object. It's a big difference, isn't it?
Look at those colors, huh? I'm about maybe a half inch away from him, and I'm seeing now
Nice picture.
his eyes.
It's the eyes, yeah. And now
Wow.
the feet's coming up.
Look at that, huh? I'm about half inch away from him. Wow, not bad for my camera. This is the first time I've done this because I'm not really a macro videographer, neither I'm a macro photographer. But, I stayed behind and said, I want to shoot this creature. And it's
Great
so
color.
interesting, yeah. It's so colorful, huh? We're so lucky because not only we're the center of marine biodiversity in the world, we have a lot of macro thing, going on. So what do you call this habitat here? Is this
Sponge coral,
sponge coral?
soft coral.
Yeah. So now there's no light. So
Big difference,
yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
a big difference. Yeah.
But still a very nice picture.
Well, the reason why it's nice because I'm about I would say 5 meters away. So
Very shallow.
Yeah, they're very very shallow. So when you see the OK sign, it's almost the end of the dive. However, I saw some catfish, so we're still continuing our taping here, and this is schooling of catfish, right?
Catfish.
Look at them, huh? This is not the same catfish what you eat in the market, huh? Or what they call hito in Tagalog. Look at that barrel
You can see
sponge.
also now on that dive the rarity we just discovered. First we was in a very nice overhanging drop off, then we went in a slope, and here now it's just about 5 meters, so you can really dive completely out and do also your safety stop. And with your safety stop you still have a few deep blue coral and fish life.
Okay, before we end the dive, I was saying, why snorkeling is such a good tool because, I believe that the only thing you have to remember in scuba diving is never hold your breath. And the only way you can practice that is through snorkeling because you have to breathe continuously and never hold your breath.
Yes.
Okay? And even my kid knows that my kid is already diving at 5 years old, which of course I cannot certify him yet. And what is this we're seeing here?
It's a snail. Shell.
No, there's a particular name for this shell. Cowrie. It's a cowrie,
It's a white cowrie.
right? These are cowrie. I've seen at least 4 or 5 of
Or
them.
we call it also porcelain cowrie.
I have a friend who became a millionaire because of cowries. They actually
Yeah.
get it from the deep.
Oh,
Yeah, really deep. Yeah. He said something like, he could sell it for $10,000 per one.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it. This is the guy, Rambo, who's got a very nice resort in Siargao. And we're really ending the dive. I just want to show you the boat. Look at that. Sea Explorer. Okay, so if you want to dive in a comfortable boat, wherein you've got a lot of space, you really have to check them out on your website. And right in front of that particular boat is the resort, and it's time to have beer because it's sunset.
Yeah, and we have to also imagine that was only the house room.
Yes, you're really.
It's dive roof.
That's the only house. That's the Kabilao Resort of Sea Explorer. Yes, and that's only the house reef.
So you just
Imagine
go
that.
dive roof with that huge of rarity. You don't need the boat. You just go grab your tank and go diving, and you have a great time.
Okay, and at my back is their beautiful beach. Of course, it's low tide right now. And their dive site is sea-explorers.com here in Kabilao, Bohol. Join our safari dive trip tours with 3 boat dives, dive master, breakfast, lunch, dinner, merienda, mineral water, and beer while enjoying the beautiful sunset for a promo price of 2,000. Call or text now at 0917 text diver. For more information, log on to our website www.unlimiteddiving.com. We guarantee the best dive adventure and lowest price in Anilao, Batangas. Save the sea and be a diver. Hi, this is Rolly Baron. My passion, scuba diving. My advocacy is for everyone to learn to dive. My legacy, passing on my mantra, save the sea, be a diver. Find us on the web. Free scuba course, www.unlimiteddiving.com. We are right now here in Eagle Point, located in Anilao, dito po sa Batangas, at kasama ko si James. James, how are you?
I'm good.
You are a soldier, diba?
Yep.
Yes, from Army, Navy?
From Philippine Army.
From the Philippine Army. Okay, Bakit gusto mo maging sundalo? Ang dami namang magandang trabaho dyan. Pwede ka maging dive master, instructor. Bakit sundalo pinili mo?
So, siya,
Wow! Sarap pakinggan, ha? Ibig mong sabihin, nung bata ka, mili ka makipagbarilan. Nakikipagbarilan ka, gano'n, di ba? Ay, ako rin gano'n pero hindi ako naging sundalo. So, ano bang feeling nung yung naka-uniform ka? Do you feel na you are respected by other people?
yeah,
Talaga? Okay, so ano rank mo, James, as a soldier?
I'm a captain.
I see. Did you start out as a captain?
As a
Second lieutenant? Nanggaling ka ba sa PNA? Really? Wow! You know, yun yung sa naging dream ko dati. Gusto kong magpunta sa Baguio para maging PMA tulad mo. Problema ko lang, sabi ko, sandali. Pwede bang mataba doon?
papayat.
Papayat ka! Yun naman pala. So kayo dyan, kung nakikinig kay James at gusto mag-dive, kung gusto nyo mag-college at you wanna be trim like James, pwede pala kayong maging, ano magtawag? PMA? Air? Ano
PMA.
Cavalier. Cavalier. Alright. Sige. So, anyway, bakit mo gusto mag-dive?
I just want to explore the ocean.
Anong gusto mo makita sa ilalim ng karagatan?
With the fishes or anything under the sea.
I see. Di kung lagyan ko ng tilapia, pwede na, tsaka bangus. Basta isda. Basta isda. Okay. So I think madalas kang tumitingin siguro sa mga aquarium, pinapalad mo yung mga isda. Naniinggit ka na, wow, ang ganda ng buhay ng mga to, di ba? Wala silang problema sa mundo, walang stress, humihinga lang. Ano bang turo ko sa'yo? How do you breathe underwater?
Never hold your breath.
Why? What is it that it's important that you're not supposed to hold your breath?
Hold your breath. The nitrogen will burst your lungs.
Right. Will rupture your lungs.
Yes.
Alright, okay. So far, are you enjoying the course?
Yes.
Talaga? Alam mo, lumalabas sa face mo, talagang enjoy, no? Pero mukhang puyat ka, no? Nakatulog ka ba kagabi?
6 hours.
6 hours, that's enough sleep. You know, dito sa grupo nyo, I would consider you as one of the best. The mere fact that you didn't consume so much air, that means to say, relax ka, wala kang anxiety. Tama? Kasi alam mo, pag kinabahan ka sa diving, yung heartbeat mo bibilis. Dug. Pag bumisyon, piti hinga mo, apektado. Tama? Pero pag relax ka, nag-enjoy ka na, talagang babagal yung hangin, air consumption mo. Okay, dun sa mga skills na tinuro ko sa'yo, what was the easiest and what was the most difficult one?
The easiest was sharing. Sharing air. And the most difficult one was the CESA. You have to reach the top, and you have to exhaust all the air out inside your lungs.
Okay. Well, James is simply saying CESA is controlled emergency swimming ascent. Okay. Well, supposed to be, you're not supposed to run out of air. Right? Kaya naman pinapractice natin yung CESA. And because in diving, the golden rule is never hold your breath. Unfortunately, if it comes to a point na nawala ka ng hangin, di ba? You have to do that controlled emergency swimming ascent, yung while going up. Para lahat ng nandito sa loob ng lungs mo, di ba? Matanggal mo. Kung hindi, naku, delikado. Do you know why nitrogen is very dangerous? Kasi yung ating tangke has 79% nitrogen. Di ba? Hindi naman to oxygen. Kasi iba, kasi oxygen ba? Hindi, may nitrogen yan. Yung sa snorkeling, you can hold your breath. Because wala kang problemang nitrogen sa loob eh. That's the air coming from the outside. Eh dito, yung tank may nitrogen eh. Di ba? Kanya naman hindi mo siya pwedeng i-hold. Di ba? Wala siyang lalabasan eh. Di ba? Tulad ng, for example, di ba, tulungan yung balloon, di ba? Yung balloon, pag binaba mo, lumiliit yun. Tulad ng lungs mo, lumiliit, di ba? Which you don't feel because the human being is basically made of water, di ba? However, pag nirelease mo yung balloon na yun, anong mangyayari sa balloon? It will burst, right? Bakit gumanong ka? Hindi. Yun ang burst. Okay. Palagay ko may nitrogen ka kasi pag meron ka nitrogen, nagiging forgetful ka. Anyway, so, do you have any questions, James? Okay. All right, that's very good. So I'll give you one more dive, or maybe two, and then from there we will know whether you can be certified or not. But I have a very strong feeling you're going to pass. So please make sure na huwag mo kayo papaya dahil sinasabi ko na papasa ka, mamaya ang konti, magka-problema ka mamaya. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck. Huh?
Join our Safari Dive Trip Tours with 3 boat dives, Dive Master, breakfast, lunch, dinner, merienda, mineral water, and beer while enjoying the beautiful sunset for a promo price of 2,000. Call or text now at 0917 Text Diver. For more information, log on to our website www.unlimiteddiving.com. We guarantee the best dive adventure and lowest price in Anilao, Batangas. Save the sea and be a diver. Hi, this is Rolly Baron. My passion, scuba diving. My advocacy is for everyone to learn to dive. My legacy, passing on my mantra, save the sea, be a diver. Find us on the web, free scuba course, www.unlimiteddiving.com. Unlimited Diving was brought to you by Free Scuba Course. Save the sea, be a diver. Log on to www.unlimiteddiving.com.